Namaste and greetings, my beautiful souls, beautiful queens. I meant to show you this man and his work for a very long time. The thing is that there is no other person as knowledgeable in the subject of narcissism as this man. And the name of this man is Professor Sam Vaknin. He was pretty much a pioneer, and he was pretty much a fundamental researcher of this subject, as well as he was the first one who had the narcissistic abuse. Actually, he was the one who started to use this phrase, narcissistic abuse, the one who described the circle of narcissistic relationship, which is idealization, devalue, discard, replace. He was the researcher of a lot of things connected with it. Also the first one who started at the beginning of internet, the first support group, and a lot of things. You can dig into it. But the thing is that one of his most fundamental books is the Malignant Self-Love and Narcissism Revisited. But his generosity in sharing his information and giving it to as many people as possible is absolutely unbelievable. Right here, I'm showing you his YouTube page, and you can see quickly their videos which look at the subjects of the videos. Usually they are about 30 minutes long, but seriously very life-saving information, because unfortunately narcissism has become the epidemic of our time. Even sometimes it can be psychopathy, sometimes it can be so-called dark triad and even dark tetrad, which is a person combining narcissism, psychopathy, Machiavellianism, and sadism. Anyways, he gives, I'm gonna read you several of the subjects. These 7 phrases: shared fantasy, narcissist needs you. Then there is a lot of other subject: why narcissists cry at the movies, a spiritual narcissist, cast a narrative spell, so on and so on. He explains it all. This is a very good video right here: narcissistic abuse, healing and recovery. There is a very fundamentally wonderful thing: you must know how you experience gaslight. Many videos when he explains the phrases and the patterns of behavior used by narcissists, including what it means when a narcissist tells you he loves you, what it means when a narcissist tells you he misses you, what it means actually, a lot of things, phrases which are used, the ways of behavior pattern they use, 3-way for, there is a good one, 3-way to navigate your life via spaces, and a lot of those videos which would be extremely useful for you to simply listen and know. Because in my line of work, I can tell you that he explains brilliantly, for example, why it is so hard to leave a narcissist, why we love them so much, why it's hard to get away from them. Why? Because we are, as well, the only thing professor doesn't like the word empath, but I know from already my point of view, it's a very often happening situation when an empath who can sense that destroyed a little boy in childhood and false self conducted, when empath doesn't leave, because empath believes that she can heal the destroyed little boy, she can heal and she can bring him back anyways. I have to tell you that this is very incredibly good page where you can find a lot of informations, a lot of videos, which are very good for you to know. Very good for you to know. Very, I would say, some of this might save you from a lot of trouble. For example, this one is very good. Narcissist false self hates, fears your intimacy. Do we have inner world? Are we mere machines? From inside, self-love, self-care, 4 conditions, 4-step. This is for the narcissistic victims. Codependent love story, and so on. You just got to go and look it for yourself. Now I will show you another one of a very good source of the information which is coming from him. If some of you consider it difficult because of the specific vocabulary used in his video, maybe some of you will find it difficult to comprehend, he has the website where these articles of his are written. I'll show you. This website is called, it's written right here. Let me vaknin-talks.com. And right here there is one article which just explains you one thing. And I understand that sometimes reading this gives you goosebumps and make you want to hide under the bed and never climb out. But this is very important to know who you are dealing with, and not to have kind of clear way to see who you are. I'll read you some of it. This article is called Narcissist Grooms Sources of Narcissistic Supply, Exploits Tragedy, Crisis, and Misfortune. My name is Sam Vaknin, and I'm the author of Malignant Self-Love Narcissism Revisited. Is the narcissist callous enough to exploit the tragedy of others? Why I show you specifically this article, even though there are many of them, because this is very often repeated pattern I receive in my in the letters you are sending me. Is he ruthless enough to insinuate himself into your life after you have experienced a life crisis, the death of a loved one, a divorce? Well, the answer is, of course, he is. I compare narcissistic supply to drugs because of the almost involuntary and always unrestrained nature of the pursuit involved in securing narcissistic supply. The narcissist is no better or worse, morally speaking, than other people, but he lacks the ability to empathize precisely because he's obsessed with the maintenance of his delicate inner balance through the ever-increasing consumption of narcissistic supply. Simply put, the narcissist is a junkie. Like every junkie, he will cheat you, deceive you, steal from you, betray you just to secure his next dose, his next push. The narcissist rates people around him according to whether they can provide him with narcissistic supply or not. As far as a narcissist is concerned, those who fail this simple test do not exist. You exist, my beautiful queens, for him, whoever he is, only as long as you give the supply. If you don't give the supply, you stop existence. You are non-existent. People who cannot supply him with narcissistic supply are two-dimensional cartoon cardboard figures. They are not real. Their feelings, needs, fears, priorities, wishes, all these are of no interest or importance to the narcissist. But those identified as potential sources of narcissistic supply are subjected to a meticulous examination and probing of the volume and quality of the narcissistic supply that they are likely to provide. The narcissist nurtures and cultivates such people. He caters to their need, desires, and wishes. He considers their emotions. He encourages those aspects of their personality that are likely to enhance their ability to provide him with his much needed supply. And in this very restricted sense, the narcissist regards and treats his sources of narcissistic supply as full-fledged human being. I call it cold empathy. This is his way of maintaining and servicing his source of supply. Needless to say that the narcissist loses, let's just do this. The narcissist loses any and all interest in these people and in their needs once he decides that they are no longer able to supply him with what he needs: an audience, attention, and witnessing his accomplishments and moment of glory. Once they no longer serve his external memory, they no longer inhabit his internal memory. The same reaction is provoked by any behavior judged by the narcissist to be narcissistically injurious. If the source of supply, cultivated, nurtured, loved, adored, and encompassed by a narcissist, if this source of supply suddenly criticizes a narcissist, disagrees with the narcissist, he is dead in the water. The narcissist switches on and off on a dime and ignores the source of supply forever and ever. Amen. And so the narcissist coldly evaluate tragic circumstances. Will these circumstances allow him to extract narcissistic supply from people affected by the tragedy? Can he befriend a widow? Can he have sex on the rebound with a divorcee? Can he extract money from a gullible old couple? A narcissist, for instance, will give a helping hand, console, guide, and encourage another person only if this person is important, powerful, and has access to other important or powerful people or to the media following. In other words, only if the bereaved, once recovered, can provide the narcissist with benefits and narcissistic supply. So, my beautiful queens, you can find these articles if we're going to go home of this website. Here are the subjects which you can choose to explore. We having here popular text: narcissism, relationship, psychopath, abuse, personality disorders, narcissistic personality disorder, so on and so on and so on. You have it all. You can click it all, and here are some new articles. All of his articles are deeply researched. It's a very, probably in the world, is the deepest and the most knowledgeable researcher of the subject of narcissism, and as well other subject. So a lot of things here. For example, he has a lot of videos why a narcissist does not communicate with you as a person, but why he only sees you as he makes a screenshot. It's called a screenshot or snapshot. He makes a screenshot or snapshot of you, internalizes it in his head, and real you stop existing. And why he is doing that, what you can expect from that, and what not to expect from that. So he explains it all very, very through and through. So this is a website of Vaknin Talks. Of course, there are many books he had written. This is Amazon, and you only see several of them. This is very well known, translated in many languages. Malignant Self-Love, Narcissism Revisited, Toxic Relationship Abuse and Its Aftermath, The World of the Narcissist, Confession Diary of a Narcissist, The Invented Covert Narcissist, Codependent, so on and so on. There is a lot of books he had written. If I am not, it's at least several, I believe it is around 60 books he had written, but you can find them on Amazon in written form, and you can find them in also in the form of in Kindle. I can try to click here see how many are here, because several of them I have. Malignant Self-Love is here, and if we're gonna do the Sam Vaknin here, it's going to give us Sam Vaknin is the author of Malignant Self-Love, Narcissism Revisited. Here he is, as well as many other books and ebooks about topics in psychology, relationship philosophy, economics, international affairs, and award-winning short fiction. He is a visiting professor of psychology, Southern Federal University, Rostov-on-Don, Russia, professor of finance and psychology in CIEPS, Center for International Advanced and Professional Studies. He was the editor-in-chief, a global politician, and served as a columnist for Central Europe Review, so on and so on and so on and so on. So this is the man I wanted to tell you about his work. And if you don't have the time to read books, you do have the website, or you can just go to his YouTube channel. Just want to share with you, he put several videos here in one, which called Narcissist Common Phrases Decoded. It's really amazing, just even listening for a couple minutes of it. I'll just share with you. Oh, it's not playing.
The appearance of the narcissist, it's an external facade, but deep inside the envelope message, there is the viral genetic material. There is the hidden occult coded message which triggers you, pushes your buttons. And the coded message is based on your shared past experiences with the narcissist, on previous speech acts. It's like a train of thought or train of speech. The message seems to be standalone, seems to be self-sufficient, but actually the message is intimately connected to previous messages, previous exchanges, previous fights, previous arguments, previous disagreements, previous gaslighting, and previous manipulation.
there is another amazing video of his which is called Narcissist Needs You to Fail Him. Let Go with Azam Ali. You know, there are so many of them, it's hard to choose one, but I'm sharing this information with you to have you know where you can find the very fundamentally good source of knowledge about this subject, about this kind of people, and what you can do about it, how you can protect yourself from being dissolved, because a narcissist is not there to damage you or to hurt you. He is there to dissolve you like acid, to make you non-existent. So please share this information, share his channel, share his videos with your friends and family and everyone you know might be in this situation, because from my experience I can tell you that unfortunately too many women are in this situation because simply they did not know, or they do not know, they simply are unaware. So I'm sharing with you so you could share it with others, and so you could be aware yourself. This is all about this video, my beautiful queens. Again, I'm wishing you all the best, and I hope it was useful. Please value, respect, and appreciate yourself, and do not allow anyone treat you less than you deserve. Namaste.